Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by iDub Hockey. My name's Tyson, and I'm joined here with Chris Norquell, product line manager for ice skates here at Easton Hockey. And we're actually at the Easton headquarters right now, and he's going to be giving us a little insight on the two Easton skate lines. So why don't you first kind of start us out with what your guys' goal were when you first entered into the skate market?
Sure. When Easton Skates really got started, about 10, 12 years ago, we were entering into a pretty stiff competition and pretty grown-out market. But we really tried to look at how we could make a difference. In skates, it's all about creating speed. So we kind of looked to our heritage, and we started as an archery company actually, in creating wood arrows and making them into aluminum. They flew straighter, more consistent, so we knew we were onto something there. So same thing happened kind of with baseball bats and composite sticks, from aluminum to composite. So we've gotten to a place where we think materials and where you place them and how you integrate them can actually improve your performance. So entering into the skate market, we wanted to take a look at the same thing, and it really tested out great. We looked at composite material, and it's some of the most responsive materials out there. It's great for protection. It's obviously super lightweight. So we knew we needed to integrate this into skates to make players faster. So really what we came up with was the Stealth composite line in the form of our Synergy composite skate. It's really a one-piece molded skate that kind of gives you all-out explosive speed. You're surrounded fully, so you're nice and protected. Very lightweight, obviously, but this thing's all about being a burner out there. So this is one expression of this. And we've been able to really tweak this to make players faster.
No, and with the composite construction on the boot, essentially you're getting the same benefits as your composite sticks, where it's able to load up and then you get that same, responsiveness to get that explosive start. Exactly.
It's about, just like with the sticks, trying to shoot harder. We're trying to load that up and make you skate faster and give you that spring. But it's also about consistency. It's more consistent than a plastic or a wood or any of the other traditional materials. Obviously, aluminum sticks, they used to bend and you had to bend them back, we were talking about. So composite's very consistent, very lightweight, and really responsive.
And then going on from there, so you guys have now two distinctly different lines we can see here on the wall. First why don't you kind of give us some fit characteristics. We know who this skate's for, but how would you kind of compare the fit of this skate?
All right, well the Stealth fit has worked out very well for a lot of people, especially because we really focused on the heel lock in the back. We've all found that it's very important to lock your heel down to maximize your stride, amount of power. You don't want to be doing all that work and not getting all the benefit. So we have an anatomical heel lock to lock your foot down. It's very heat moldable on the inside, so it is generous. As you go to the midfoot of the skate, you'll notice that we've gone a little bit wider, so it is pretty generous. We've got a lot of comfort foams on the inside to hold you in there, but it does work best for a player that is kind of a mid to a wide foot, we found in the Stealth side.
Why don't you give us kind of a little bit of the carryover from the technologies from the composite in the Stealth series into the EQ series?
Sure. So we've had great benefits, obviously, in creating speed in composite. So we wanted to carry that over into our new Synergy EQ line. However, this year's focus is all about fit. So we really created a hybrid of performance and fit. The performance coming from a composite framework, we really took that idea and we put it in the areas where we thought a player needed it the most, and that's 4 distinct launch zones. Number one, you see it right on the side here. It's very visible and obvious how it works. That's really for your flex loading zone, where these players, they try to generate a lot of torque. So it loads the skate up and it keeps it nice and consistent. Obviously, all composite outsole with carbon fiber. Both of these zones are going to really be dedicated to generating speed, right down through the foot and down to the ice. Then we also put it in 2 different zones in the back on the tendon to put you in a nice forward lean position. And one of the most important is what we call the heel clip. And it's really, you can see where it connects with the blade, and that's really our torque management. So it's trying to create a nice stiff connection there. And a lot of our pros have asked for that, and pro equipment trainers, they've said, we've seen skates that kind of break down there. So this is really about your torque management. So all 4 zones really work to create speed and to create control in the form of a framework. But essentially it's a hybrid. I talked about that's the performance, but it's a hybrid. We call it a new breed of speed, meaning a hybrid of performance and fit. So when we talk about the fit's going to be a little bit different from the Stealth side of things. So there's 2 things going on there. As you talked about, this is a little bit more narrow up through the midfoot, kind of a more traditional cut. Also has a really nice anatomical heel lock in the back, so trying to dedicate you to lock you down in the back. But one of the best benefits of what we call our Fusion Foam 2.0 quarter is it's very heat moldable. It takes very little heat to make these things mold, and it's great for expanding your foot, or if you're on a more narrow side like yourself, it'll really heat mold in very nice. So we really built this in layers. On the outside, it's kind of dedicated to oven heat, so you bake them for 3 to 4 minutes, and that really loosens up and you get the nice wrapping. But then on the inside, there's also foam that really heats up every time that you put your foot in there, and that's your comfort foam that's going to be nice and secure around your foot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to see this guy come out just because, being a little bit on the narrower side, I haven't been able to fit into the Stealth series as well. So I'm really excited about having, an Easton skate that I can get inside of.
Exactly. Trying to create 2 options out there for different types of players and definitely different types of fit.
All right. Well, thanks for giving us the rundown. Once again, this is Chris Norquell, product manager at Easton Hockey, and my name's Tyson. And both the EQ skates as well as the Stealth skates are available now at inlineIcewarehouse.com.